Howdy, everybody. Welcome on into the cargo bay where it's time for a little bit of hobby talk.
Wait, hobby talk?
Hobby talk!
Oh boy, oh boy!
How you doing, VC?
Oh, I'm ready to get into some serious hobby talk with you, friend.
I first, VC, I have two apologies to make. One is
Yeah.
for the light background noise when I speak. That's my AC. It is necessary right now. I will turn it off at some point if possible.
Well, I don't know if I can tolerate this. Our tens of viewers are gonna be furious. So
Well,
maybe just sweat it out this one?
I,
Hmm?
I
Hmm?
no,
Okay.
no,
Oh,
they can
see,
suffer.
see. So what I was doing was that was just a little bit of play acting. It's fine.
Here's something that I'm deadly serious about, though, BC.
Mm,
I made a
mm.
mistake in the last episode. And I said that the Visions episode, the Visions Tops Now cards were coming out weekly. They weren't. They came out all at once. So anyway, I hope I didn't lead anyone astray and cause them to miss out on some Visions cards.
You absolute fool.
If you were led astray, leave a comment, and I will apologize to you directly. But genuine thanks to Bounty Hunter Breaks, who corrected this and again allowed me to then go and buy the Visions cards that I wanted to buy.
Solid.
And I got out some warnings out there, which I will now move to unlisted. So if anyone's like, "Hey, you screwed me over," I've got the receipts, baby. I tried to fix it.
Yeah. And if you felt that we at the cargo bay somehow screwed you over, I really don't care. So sorry.
I
guess
I
that's
do
my
care.
apology.
Genuinely, I was upset about it.
I could tell. I could tell you released the quick hitters. But hey, that's as much on me for not looking in. Also,
I was the one on the website. I guess that's all to say. Sometimes our information is not going to be perfect here in the cargo bay. This is a hobby. It's a hobby talk. This isn't a professional talk.
Yeah. Hey, audience member, sit there and in your darkest moment, have you ever got anything wrong? I would suspect maybe you have. So a little bit of grace.
This is the first
for
time
the cargo
for me.
bay, please.
This is the first
Yeah,
time
well,
for me. So
well, you're handling it like a professional. And I appreciate that.
I am.
You're doing great.
But BC, another big week of news for Star Wars trading cards. How about it? Kind of exciting.
Pew, 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 pew. Hot off the presses, we got pre-orders for Kenobi are up. They're at them.
That's right. That's
Go
right.
get them while they're hot.
They won't tell you how many packs you're gonna get from any.
They will not tell you what you're getting, but you can buy them for $65.
I can't find out
Yeah.
how many packs there are. It might be something that I missed, although I did look thoroughly. But you're getting a pre-order box with an exclusive chance of 5 metal cards for specific insert sets, and you're getting 2 metal tins. So I'm guessing it's going to be like a Topps Finest with the mini boxes being little metal tins.
I guess I'm very confused about this.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on, and it's really frustrating that Topps hasn't been like, here's how many cards you're getting for $65.
Because it could be an okay price for a hobby box worth of cards, or a bad price for a pack or two of cards.
Yeah. It's like, what exactly are we signing up for?
Here's my theory.
Nice to know.
My theory is they don't know. They're using the pre-orders to collect some data on how much have people lost faith in our products, and what are we gonna use the pre-order to judge the actual sales of the cards, and then decide how many to print and how many of what is going into where.
I mean, from their perspective, it makes more sense if that's what's happening, because the market has told Topps firmly and roundly that the Book of Boba Fett is crap.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure they printed so many boxes of those. And so now you're seeing sellers who are trying to offload them just to get them out. Like, it's $45 for those now on most online, like big retailers online, for those Book of Boba Fett hobby boxes, which are like 8 packs, something like that.
I can't remember.
So like that's kind of where my head is at whenever I see like a Star Wars TV show hobby
Right.
box release between that and the Mandalorian season 1 and season 2. It's like, well, for those traditionally they're doing like 8 packs. Now they say you're getting 2 tens. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, are you
No
putting
idea.
4 packs in each 10? Are there just a big brick of cards in each 10? Like, what are we doing here? How many cards are there? Like, tell me you're getting 10 packs. Like, just say there's 10
Right.
packs. Fantastic. Thank you. But they're just
Impacts
like, no.
preferably of how many cards as well would be nice.
Yeah, that would be great information to have. Um, I do think it's encouraging that this didn't come out over $100 because
Yeah.
prices have been stupid for a while now. So it is nice to see them kind of like coming back to reality in terms of like what hobby boxes should be for mildly received Disney Plus show. Even though it's got, Ewan and Hayden and some big signers in the product, it's mostly going to be, small autographs, small characters that you're going to be getting those autos out of. So I think they're softening the impact for the price whenever you buy a box, and you're not pissed that you paid $120 for a Book of Boba Fett and you got,
No parallels and
background troll number 2 and no parallels.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tops.com right now. I'm pulling it up on the screen. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see it, BC. I apologize.
It's okay. I'm looking at it right now on my own screen. I've got it pulled up here too. I'm taking a
Yeah,
peek at it here.
But it is still available for pre-order. They have not sold out. As far as what we've seen, we can see the checklist. We can see kind of detailed views of some of the different inserts. There was whatever their blog is that talks about this stuff. Did a kind of in-depth look at what the product's going to be. The autos look cool. Some of the stuff looks okay. I am really intrigued, especially by these Darth Vader and the Inquisitorius the insert set. I think I told you this looks like something that would have like come out with Revenge of the Sith. Like this text is really interesting, and I can't decide if I hate it or kind of like it. But I don't know. They are interesting borders and inserts.
They're well designed, but this, like, my thing is like, let's all not get our expectations up too high. And I think Topps is also doing the same thing by pricing it at $65, which is like, hey, we realize we screwed you with your pants on a few times in the past on some of these hobby releases, including Mando Season 2 and Book of Boba Fett. So we are lowering the price. We're not going to tell you what you're getting for that price, but it's going to be lower than you're used to paying, which is something.
It is wild because the Star Wars card space was exploding with new people wanting to come and enjoy it, and of course they were run out immediately, not only by bad product but also the kind of like buy it up and flip it like sellers that had risen with the card bubble. So the Book of Boba Fett defeated both, right? Like it hurt the resellers and it hurt the new fans as well. So like it was kind of a lose-lose for everybody. And I think that they're realizing that they shrunk their own market, or that, their market has cooled significantly.
Has responded to their treatment, and it's I don't know. To me, it was encouraging to see this for less than $100. It really was. Like, I still think it's going to be like, you're never going to get $65 worth of value out of there unless you hit something crazy. But it's nice that they're not asking you to pay twice that amount. You know what I mean? That is at least it's pointing in the right direction. I would say for me.
It was cheap enough that, my wife and I both enjoy opening Star Wars cards together, that we could justify, okay, we'll split a box of this, and instead of it being a $150 fun night, it'll be a $60 fun night,
Right, yeah.
Which is, even if we get crap, it's the experience of ripping the packs, depending
It's
on how
fun.
many are in there.
Right. It might just be 2 tens with 4 cards in it. We don't know.
I hope it will be fun. It should be fun. And also, Bounty Hunter Breaks giving us the news in a YouTube comment that the current Chrome product, is also coming to retail with retail
Yes.
exclusive parallels. They're not numbered parallels, but they are exclusive to the retail product. So hopefully those will be appropriately priced when they hit
I think these are.
shelves.
I think these are going to be $20.
That's
I
my
think
hope.
they're on. I believe they are on pre-order. You can pre-order them from Steel City Collectibles for $20, which that I'm excited about because
Yeah.
I would not go near a hobby box of this at
No.
$150.
No.
I would gladly buy like 3 blasters for 60
Yeah.
bucks and get, as many cards. I'm not going to get my big hit, so to
But you might
speak.
get some wave refractor parallels that aren't numbered,
Yeah.
and that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like,
I mean, to me, it's as much about like set collecting and getting the characters that I want, and I'm not feeling like I'm. I mean, you're always overpaying for all this stuff, but $20 for a blaster, I feel like is about fair for what the market is doing for other things like sports cards blasters, or they're pricing those at 25. So if you can get this for 20, I say great. Kenobi also going to come out in blaster form, which I'm assuming is going to be all over your Targets and your Walmarts. Like I look forward to a time when we can actually possibly see these on retail shelves again, because I like buying these as much as I like buying a hobby box. Like, hobby boxes are fun because it's the hunt, it's the chase, it's the autograph. But like, I also just like opening packs and not feeling like I'm getting screwed with my pants on for the price that I paid for a hobby box. You know what I
I get
mean?
just as much fun out of the chase of a blaster box because it's a less cost sunk chase, you know? If I wind up with
Yes.
a, like, I got a blaster of battle plans and I got a 25 of 25 parallel in there, I felt like I won the lottery. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, look, a
I
numbered
broke
car.
even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And I'm really looking forward to a day when, yeah, when I'm in Target, when the two of us are in Target together and we can be like, hey, look, you want to open some cards with dinner tonight? Cool.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
that'd
Yeah.
be fun.
We could do that. Yeah.
Do a little
It is not
splurge.
like my Walmart. Those 4 blasters of Book of Boba Fett are still there. No one is touching them, and I'm the last person who has even looked at them. I am certain. So yeah, I think Book of Boba Fett felt kind of like a turning point in a lot of ways for some Star Wars stuff. But it's like, some of that just like craze and the wave that came through of like, we got to buy everything up and it's going to be super valuable, and you can't believe the gold that's hidden in here. It's like, once people started opening this stuff up and looking at it and understanding what the market really was, and what Star Wars collectors who've been here long before the prospectors came through with all their hype, was like, hey, things are starting to settle down now, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, yeah, it is kind of nice. And, if you're an Ahsoka collector or whatever, guess what? There are going to be 300,000 Ahsoka cards, in 5 years. You will be able to get an of 20 of Ahsoka, for a decent price at some point. So let's
Yes.
cool our jets a little bit. And yeah, it makes me happy. I am looking forward to both of these. I did want to mention the Chrome blaster boxes. Looks like no manufactured hit. No patch card, medallion card. I'm kind of a fan of that. I'm interested to see. I think the replacement for that is those parallels, which are
The parallels, yeah.
guaranteed like a wave parallel.
Right.
And for me, I would rather have an unnumbered wave parallel of a card than most medallions or patch cards or whatever.
I 100% agree with you. It's I don't know. Seeing the hobby boxes come out at 150 and just not really being interested in the product based off of like the design and the inserts was like, it's not every set is for everyone, even
Yeah.
though we love Star Wars, but it's like, I'll still take a flyer if there's a uh, a blaster of this and I'm at Walmart or Target, be like, yeah, let's pick it
There
up,
could
let's
be a
open some Star
Luthen
Wars
card in
cards.
there, you know?
Yeah, it's $20, like, much more palatable than paying 150 and feeling like y- it's a real big gamble on those hobby boxes as opposed to blasters. I don't know, it's just a risk reward thing, I feel like. But yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite set. I'm not in love with the cards. There's some that I do like. I'll save money by not buying a hobby box and picking my favorite green parallel that comes up on eBay, buying
Right.
that, and then getting 3 blaster boxes. It's like, and then I'm about where I'd be if I spent $150 on a hobby box of this stuff.
That's I'm looking at a couple of singles right now. I think the only one I bid on, I put on a low bid on a green parallel of the manga insert of Luke with Darth Vader behind him checking out his green lightsaber.
Nice.
But yeah,
I'm looking at some of the sold listings on 130 Point, and I missed a Kanan Jarrus first appearance, green of 99 that sold for 1750. I'm like, come on, I would have put 20 on that one,
yeah,
but
that's pretty cool.
you win some, you lose some.
Yeah,
There's 98 more of them, so
still yet to see a Kyber crystal die cut show up of Luke. Those seem to be super duper rare. That's what I want. But maybe they'll be all
yeah,
filthy in the blasters. Maybe the blasters will have tons
yeah.
of those die cuts.
Maybe them blasties will be
Who knows?
loaded. Yeah.
Um, I did. I sold an autograph I had of the armor because it's one of the
Oh.
only was one of the only nice high value cards I had.
When did
That
you
I
get
wanted
that?
to. I think I bought that the night after they had the Book of Boba Fett fight with the armor, like the armor training sequence on the bridge. I was like, I'm gonna get an armor auto. This is gonna be awesome.
Nice.
Um, and I just don't have any other autographs from the set. It
Yeah.
is my favorite signature series set. It was the triangle one, like the triangle looking. It was an 8 of 10. It was a nice card. Anyway, sold that so I could have a little bit of spending money for cards because I was really itching to buy some singles.
Oh. Did
And
do we have a little show in
oh
town? You get
yeah, I got
something
one of
good?
my cards has come in the mail, which I finally got the neon gold refractor from Topps
Ooh,
Finest. I can't get
baby.
a good light on that. Hang on, I got this light over here on the floor. Let's try that. That that look okay?
Oh, look at that
Yeah,
shine.
very nice. It matches, my dual pistol wedge. These are both, minor Star Wars pilot characters who are depicted in land battle with weapons blazing. And
Love
then
it.
the other thing I got is I got an 8 of 10 Brasso card from the Andor set, the red
Oh,
parallel.
you're speaking my
That's
love language,
It was pretty
baby.
affordable. I think it was like, I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it was like $30 or something for an of
Up
10
10?
from that
Yeah.
Andor set. And then I also got, I think even cheaper, I got an of 10 of Luthen and Andor episode 3 like escaping on the bike. Because I didn't get a lot of those cards. I don't think I even got an episode of Andor when it was coming out, and I don't know. I wanted those two in my collection, especially that
I went
Brasso because I do want to get that signed in person someday. Seems
I went
possible.
I went hog wild on those Andor sets whenever they came out.
Yeah,
I've got the
they're
trailer
awesome.
through the end. Love them. I only got one parallel out of my orders, but it's the prison.
Oh
It's like the
yeah, yeah.
wide
It's
shot of the
Arcana.
prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I've got that. I mean, all that being said, you know, at 750 a case for Kenobi. I mean, if Andor comes out at 750 a case, I'm thinking we get like 10 or 12 of them.
Oh yeah. I think my bank account could handle maybe 30, 40 cases of
Yeah.
that.
No, but in all seriousness, at 750, I would feel okay if
Splitting a
you would
case.
feel okay splitting a case
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I want to.
Yeah. I mean, it's like buying a high-end hobby box, at a split cost, and we'd get a case of Andor, which is our favorite Star War.
Yes, please, please, out there, give us Andor
Do it.
cards. We're not the only
Do it.
people. I've seen people in the Facebook group mention that they want,
Yeah.
Andor cards. Hear us, please.
Yes,
Most of the people
please.
buying Star Wars
Tops.
cards are adults. Maybe
Yeah,
Andor wasn't
yeah.
the biggest hit in the ratings, but the people who were watching it were mostly adults, I would imagine.
Like it is a set that I would would legitimately go for. Like I would go for a master set of
Yeah,
it. Like I
yeah.
would want every autograph. I would try to get the Diego Luna. I'd get this. Like it is that important. Essentially, it is that important to me as a collector and as like a property of Star Wars that exists. Like that I would go. I would try to go that hard on.
Well, it'd be hard to imagine something coming out that was more exciting than the Andor the first release of an Andor set. Because
Yeah.
I don't imagine there will be a Star Wars thing that comes out that I like more than Andor maybe ever. So
Yeah, yeah.
give me those cards.
Yeah, and if you're an Andor head out there like us, hey, drop a comment. Let us
Yeah.
know. Do you love Andor too? Do you want Papa
Put
Tops to
some
release that
bricks in
set?
the comments. Drop some
Yeah.
brick emojis in the
Yeah,
comments.
let's pour one out for Marva, baby.
Oy. Well, BC, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's nothing popping in my head right now.
I think we did it hobby wise. I've been looking at some of the sold listings on here for the singles of the Chrome. I mean, refractors are going for a few bucks. There was a big dark ray 5 of 5 that sold for
Oh,
a buttload
I
of
bet.
money.
Yeah.
People love dark ray.
That's I was trying to explain because I've been doing Spanish only Tuesday, or I just started Spanish only Tuesdays with my wife to
See,
try to help me speak Spanish. And
see.
this was the night where I had to make the purchases of the Tops Now Visions 2 cards. And so I was in very broken Spanish trying to explain, like, I did the odds based on the print runs of Vision 1, of what we had of getting a
Yeah,
parallel at all, like, and how
yeah,
unlikely it was. And then, like, and then trying to explain, I do want this set with this Inquisitor because unique dark side people are high value, like always high
right.
value. And this is a
Yeah,
super unique Inquisitor. This card is going to be dope. Like I want one of these. And it's like, yeah,
yeah.
if you've got a very short-lived dark side, especially with a unique lightsaber, those Ray cards, they're gonna keep pumping them out. But for a while, they'll sell like crazy. I reckon,
Well, five
especially
hundred
for a
dollars for the
color
5 of 5 on the dark ray.
There you go. I'm surprised it didn't go for more.
It's a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Took best offer, which is,
No.
I mean, well done, seller, and well done, buyer. I'm sure that's something you will treasure.
Yeah, I think getting the Omega, a red color match, that's a cool
Yeah.
card.
It is a very.
I'm
cool
not
card.
a massive Dark Ray fan, but if someone had that, I'd be like, that's a cool card.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Well done. Good job by you. Yeah. So I think I don't know. It's starting to feel like there's more momentum back into top Star Wars cards. Like it did feel like for a little while it was kind of set aside. We were on the shelf and pricing was not great and there's kind of general negativity around a lot of
Yeah,
things.
just everybody fighting over Galaxy 2 singles and
Yeah. Do you have a few cards from that now,
I
right?
I do not. I have I guess the only thing I have is some of the video game inserts, like, and just
Yeah.
a scattering. I really, really want the card that I got from a break that was not sent to me. That's the card that I wanted the most. And those have shot
Yeah.
up in value. So I'm never gonna get it. I wish I could shout out that breaker. But that was really frustrating. So they sent me this will make up for it package of random trash from Galaxy 2. I have those, but yeah, I decided not to touch Galaxy 2 because I went so hard on Galaxy 1, and yeah, I didn't want to get into it, and I don't
too
like
pricey for me.
I decided to pretend that I hate the borders being there so much that I don't need any of them.
I can't stand the borders. I did not like the choice that they made
No.
from non-border to border. I'm
Why?
like, why do that? Like the one of the best things about Galaxy 1 through like 8 is that like there's a continuity to the set. And then immediately with the Chrome, they're like, "Nah, let's throw borders on this one and make them super off center and really make it stand out that they're miscut." It's like,
Yeah, make it
why did you do
extremely
that?
hard to have
Yeah,
a well-graded card.
yeah, not my fave.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like a lot of those cards. I think a lot of those cards are really cool. I just did not have money to spend on them, so I did not.
Yeah,
I, you know, I can't let go of my Galaxy One. There's been so many times where I'm like, I'm gonna sell a bunch of these, and I can't. The height of that has passed. I could. They're still like worth what I paid for them at least.
yeah.
But I just can't. I can't get rid of them. I really like all my Galaxy One cards. I just got a little hoard.
It's your personal collection, man. You
Yeah.
know, it's like you collect what you like, and you only sell them when your home's about to be
Yeah,
possessed. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's when those things go out the door. It's like, where you got to put a down payment on something. It's
Or you
like,
just
well, I
really
guess I
need.
got to sell my collection.
I just sometimes I really need to buy a different single, so I'll move something like that.
I do feel
autograph.
that. I haven't been active much in terms of Star Wars stuff lately. Just, I mean, there hasn't been a lot that I'm like part of the thrill of being a collector is like finding the thing that you want and then getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like having your sights on it and then obtaining it. It's like I just don't have that card in mind, but there are cards in my collection. I'm like, well, if I do find something that's a little higher value, these are things that I could move around to justify the price of something if
Right.
it does come along. So it's like it's always in the back of my mind where it's like, well, if something does come along, I got some things. If I had to part with them, I could.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the mind of the collector at work.
Yeah, that's I have one of my Kenobi sets because I bought 2 of those when they were coming out with the intent of like, well, I'm hunting for parallels and I'll get rid of a set eventually. So I have one of those listed on eBay. But anyway, I don't know how much I'm gonna move around. But yeah, there's nothing I'm chasing right now. When that Andor comes out,
Oh, all in, baby.
I'll be chasing.
Brasso 1 of 1 Superfractor.
Oh, we're gonna get it in the cargo bay. The cargo bay hold is growing. BC. We split a box of the Obi-Wan pre-order, so we'll open that in the distant future.
I'm thinking, I don't know. I haven't committed to buying one for myself.
Yeah.
Talk me into it. Should I do it? Should I go for it? What do you
I
think?
don't want to talk you into it. I think that there's a part of my brain that wants to pretend that there's gonna be something cool about it and unexpected, or like, wow, guess what? These pre-order ones actually they have good hits in them. But I don't think that's the case. I was telling my wife about the Vision sets because I think we wound up. She got one set and I got 2 of the episodes because they're expensive as hell.
$20 for 5 cards, man.
$20. You don't get to see the images, and the images they pick frustrate me to no end.
Yeah.
Like the spy dancer. You and I both love that. When I looked at the card list, it was like there were so many cool moments that they would have made great cards that they didn't choose, and that was true of most of the sets. But anyway, I was explaining in broken Spanish, like,
right?
Sometimes with these Tops Now products, they just throw in a little bonus that you're not expecting. Like I've seen that happen on the group where someone's like, "Oh, I ordered the whole set of bubblegum cards, and they gave me an exclusive. We all got exclusive foil whatevers." And I'm like, maybe the full set. Who knows? Maybe you get something special with that. But probably not. So
yeah.
Anyway, my point is, I never hold out hope for things going well for stuff I order, and I will not try to convince you to buy Obi-Wan pre-order. But follow your heart.
I probably will. I will follow my heart. I just feel like at some point you and I should actually open product.
That's
since we are
that was
claiming
a big motivator.
To be a Star Wars hobby.
I'm flat broke. Is my problem.
Yeah.
I should not spend any money on cards. But yeah, I have gotten permission to open the box we ordered on video. If you wind up getting some cards, we'll do an opening together like the old days.
Like the good old days. Our hold currently consists of we got Finest. We got a box of Finest in there.
We got
We get
Mandalorian Beskar Chrome, another. We talked
Ooh,
about Book of
the
Boba
Dookie
Fett,
Stinky
but
Turd.
we talked about Book of Boba Fett, but it started with Beskar Chrome. I feel
It
like
did. That was really bad.
that was
That was
bad.
really terrible.
There are two boxes
one
of
parallel and garbage cuts and autos. Yeah,
and just the worst image selection.
yeah.
The top's 206. I don't know if they're both wave 3 or if one's wave 2 and one's wave 3.
Fun.
And we've got some Book of Boba Fett blasters. We've got right on your end.
Yeah, I'm still hoping to actually send it to you.
Okay.
But it's in a box of like other stuff that I
Okay.
have been collecting for you. But yeah, there's 2 Book of Boba Fett blasters. I mean, if you want the other 4 from Walmart, I'll go get them right now. They're just
We could put them in the cargo. Maybe if they get on deep discount. And I think there's some more stuff buried over there. But then we'll have one pre-release box of Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, and maybe if the blasters are plentiful of the chrome, maybe try to snag a couple of those.
Yeah, and maybe Return of the Jedi hobby box. We could put the black and white at some point.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
Those are still like $50, or it would be $50 each. Yeah, it's like 100 for that. I think that would be fun. I think whenever you and I move some funds around, potentially a sapphire.
Yeah,
as a little treat to ourselves.
Yeah, as once we're planning the trip where we will actually
meet
up
be
and
together. Yeah.
We'll maybe splurge on something like that. And of course, with any luck, we'll have our case of Andor to split and rip.
Oh my gosh, that's what the trip is going to be based around. Is whenever I was like, all right, I'm coming.
Bicycling across the country to save money.
I will be there. Yeah, no, I would like to come back out to the West Coast again at some point. It would be nice. I enjoyed myself very much the last time and the first time that I was ever out in California. It was a very enjoyable and memorable trip for me.
Well, it'll be more comfy this time. It'll be more comfy.
I was sleeping in a bed in the living room.
in a house that had 7 of us living in it.
There was a lot of bodies in there. It was fun though.
Now you can stay with just the 2 of us, and that'd be nice. But yeah, and we'll rip a bunch of Star Wars cards. So subscribe to the Cargo Bay, the Cargo Bay,
give us a comment about how much you love Andor. Tell us if you've opened Topps Chrome. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you disappointed, or are you just pointed? Let us know in the comments below.
Pointed like an episode 3 lightsaber, baby. That was something we didn't talk about in the Visions 2 episode we just recorded. There were some round lightsabers in there, and I'm a pointy lightsaber man.
You like a pointy end.
I do. Let us know what you think, and until next time, bye forever, folks.
Thanks for stopping by.